Hello you guys, how are you? This is Sheets. Make sure to like and subscribe. And today's video is going to be a city guide. Get excited. I am officially starting these on my channel. I may have done some in the past, but like this is gonna be an official series that I'm going to do whenever I travel to a place or when I've, been to a place multiple times in the past that I feel like I can speak as to what are the best things to do and eat and see in the city. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know if you guys know, but travel is definitely a passion of mine. I sound so basic, but it really is. I do a ton of research before I go places, and I just really take pride in the things that I like to do when I go travel and see a new place, and I want to be able to share that with you guys. I want to be able to, send these videos to friends and family that may be going to this location, and I can share my recommendations with them. So today we're going to kick it off with a place that is like so near and dear to my heart, and that is Evergreen, Colorado. Okay, so I have a list here for Evergreen, Colorado, and I started it off like I like to write out, kind of a little mini script for my videos sometimes, and I said top 5 things, and as I was making the list, I was like, no, there's gonna be like 10 things on here. So my family and I go to Evergreen 2 to 3 times at least a year. We have a second home out there, so we do get out there a lot. I've been going there since I was born. My family's been going there for decades, so I really feel like I can speak to some of these places, and I hope you guys can check them out. Let me give you a little background on Evergreen, because it's not like a well-known, it's not a Denver, it's not a Seattle, it's not, a Dallas, a big place like that, but it is truly a special little gem in Colorado. So Evergreen, if you want to think very basic, is pretty much in between Denver and like the ski mountains where you ski. So we kind of call it the foothills. It's kind of in between. It is about 20-40 minutes from Denver, depending on where you're going. And then it's at least, an hour to, I think, Loveland, which is like the Continental Divide, kind of where the ski starts. So it's like literally in the middle of them. It's a perfect location, and it's such a cute mountain town. I'm obsessed. It's really close to Red Rocks. It's about 20 minutes from Red Rocks, which is a very popular place to go. And I just really love it. I feel so special and like blessed to be able to call that place like my second home. So, and again, this is a mix of things to do, see, and eat, and in no order as well, no particular order. So the very first one is Muddy Buck Cafe. So this is in downtown Evergreen, and it is just a little coffee shop, cafe, breakfast spot. It is so good. It's in a old creaky building, and the food and the coffee is very good. My personal favorite thing to get there is the cinnamon roll though. It is so good. They make a really good chocolate chip cookie. They're like almost like the Levain bakery cookies, so thick. And I've also gotten the green juice there, which is delicious. My family's gotten breakfast there. It's a very good place. It's right downtown. That's my favorite coffee shop. The second thing to do in Evergreen is go to the Evergreen Lake. And you cannot miss this. It is in the center of the town, and it's not like a very big lake. I think around is about, is it a half mile or a mile or like 3/4? It's somewhere, it's a very like set measurement, because we walk in, we're like, oh, we walked this amount, whatever. But it is such a beautiful lake and in the middle of the town, and it's so fun to walk around. You can walk around it pretty much year round, unless there's like snow and ice, you might not want to. But in the summertime, they have like paddle boats and like little fishing boats and paddle boards. That's super fun to do. And in the winter, they have ice skating. So there's really activities year round to do at this lake, and it's so fun. Like, we love to just go down in the morning and walk around the lake. It's like one of our favorite activities. So check it out. It's so beautiful. You're probably like, oh my gosh, a lake. So Evergreen Lake. Okay, the third is the Wildflower Cafe. So this is kind of a breakfast and lunch spot, and it is so good, you guys. My favorite thing to get there is like the Philly with the wildflower potatoes. You have to get the wildflower potatoes. They're basically like a fry. They're basically like a home fry or a cottage fry, if you guys know what I'm talking about. They're like circle. They're so good, and they put like Parmesan on them. So good. Yeah, that's what I get, but my family gets all sorts of things, and everything is so good there. That again is downtown. It's a fabulous spot. I don't know much else to say about it, but it's very good, so check that out. Okay, and the next thing to do, it's kind of an overall encompassing thing, but it's going to walk downtown and check out all the shops there are there. A lot of these places I'm mentioning are downtown, but there really is like a strip of shops and places to eat, and it's really fun to walk. There's a lot of antique stores, jewelry stores, art stores, a few clothing stores, so check that out. I don't have any particular ones to go to, but it's just fun to walk down there, and it can definitely be a little afternoon activity, or after, you know, you go get some coffee or food at one of the places I mentioned. That's number 4. Number 5 is another little walking activity, and that is to go hiking / walking at Elk Meadow Park. So Elk Meadow Park is, it's really close to downtown. It's not quite downtown, but it's a very, like, for the most part, what you see of it is a very flat hike. I think it does go a bit higher. I don't know how to do it. Like, it's more of a hike the further back you get, but there is a meadow part that you can really just walk in, and it's a perfect little, nice little afternoon or morning walk, I would say. I don't always like to go in those on the big mountain hikes, but this is just a little meadow that you can walk in and do a short little route that I think is really nice. It's right near the road too, which is nice, so you're not feeling like you're out in the middle of nowhere and could get attacked by a grizzly bear. No, I'm just kidding, you guys, but I don't know. I'm not a big, like, hiker, so this is a perfect, it's just like a meadow. It's beautiful. Sometimes there's elk around the area too, so maybe you can see some of those. Elk Meadow Park, get it? So Elk Meadow Park, it's a fun little hike if you're not into hikes like me. The 6th thing that I'm gonna mention is actually not in Evergreen. It is in Kittredge, but Kittredge is like a 5-minute drive, so it's very close. And it is a Country Road Cafe. This is a breakfast and lunch spot. I'm giving you guys a lot of breakfast and lunch spots, but it is so good. This is a place we go to every time, and we take everyone we go. The portions are huge, but they're delicious, and it is just so good. What are some of my favorite things to get there? The pancakes are massive. If you go, you will have enough for 2 meals. I'm just warning you, and you can definitely split. The servings are huge. I like, you know, I like the potatoes. I like the cinnamon rolls. They don't always have the cinnamon rolls though. What else do I like? It's really all good. Like, I've never had a bad thing from there, and neither has my family, so it's fun. They have some outdoor seating, which is fun to sit at, and they also have some indoor. It is pretty popular, so you kind of have to, you know, get there at a good time, or maybe not on a busy day. But during COVID times, they were doing where you would just order at the window and then go sit down, but normally it is like a normal restaurant, so I don't know when you go how it'll be, but it's still delicious no matter what, so check that out. Okay, number 7 again is in Kittredge, and that is High Country Pizza. So this is a kind of New York style pizza, a thin crust, but it is my favorite pizza place in Evergreen. There's a few others. I'll just mention them here. AJ's and Bojo's are the 2 other ones. Those ones are chains though, so I'm trying to give you guys authentic places, but we like both of those locations as well. But for a non-chain local place, Colorado High Country Pizza is very good, so I would check that out. Their cannolis are delicious too, I might say so myself. The 8th one is a dinner location, and that is Keys on the Green. So this is a restaurant that's kind of by the golf course in Evergreen, which I didn't put the golf course on, but I think it is a really pretty golf course, and maybe that's something that you could do too. It's a nice golf course, and it's like right by the lake, it's in the town, all that. But Keys on the Green is the restaurant there, and it's kind of a fancier restaurant, but still not like crazy fancy, but you know what I mean. But it is very good, and it's just in a beautiful location, and the dining room is a very, it's just a good atmosphere, so check that out. We like going there occasionally. Okay, so the 9th one is actually one that I just went to recently, and that is the Bait Shack. And this is again downtown, and it was so good. We basically got, it was like a fish nugget basket with fries. They were so good, and just the vibe in there was, it's like a dive bar-y type vibe. It was very cool, the very nice staff, and I just had a good experience there, so I wanted to mention that. So Bait Shack. And then the last one, number 10, is another kind of dive bar, but it's one that we go to quite often when we're there, and it's Cactus Jack's. And not to be confused with Travis Scott, this one came first. And this is just kind of another dive bar, but they have, you know, typical bar food, and it's actually really fun to go to if you're there for like a bachelor party. That's where my husband went and had his, and they like did karaoke at night and had so much fun. The food's like, you know, decent. It's nothing like over the top, but I really enjoy it, and it's just a fun atmosphere. So they sometimes have live music. They have like an outside patio area that you can sit at that's like right by a little creek. It's just it's a good time. And again, it's downtown Evergreen, so if you're kind of looking for a more casual lunch or dinner spot, then definitely go check that place out. There might be some biker dudes in there, you know, or something, but it's really fun. So you guys, that is it for my top 10 places in Evergreen. Let me know if you guys go to any of these or if you guys have any that you like. I've definitely been to a lot of other places there that I enjoy too, but they just didn't make my top 10. And another thing I will say about Evergreen is they're always getting new restaurants. I mean, literally almost every time we go there, I feel like there's like a new restaurant to try. So this list could be ever changing, but these ones are staples that have been there for a while that I can truly attest to. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and look forward to more of these city series guides, whatever you want to call them. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.